Well, hey there, everybody. Michael McGlaughn with Trilogy back again to take a look at the major market moves last week. The markets were very active last week. First thing we look at is the Chinese startup called DeepSeek announced they built an AI model that reportedly performs as well as US competitors. The kicker, they did it for just $5.6 million, a mere fraction of what other companies have spent to develop the same thing. The news has raised some important questions about the future of AI development and competition, although there is some skepticism about the new technology's functionality and how much the Chinese actually did spend. So keeping an eye out on that is warranted right now. Meanwhile, the Fed held its first meeting of 2025 and decided to keep interest rates steady instead of doing another cut. After 3 consecutive rate cuts last year, the Fed is now taking a more cautious approach, and they're going to wait and see what happens. The door isn't completely closed on a rate cut in March, but the forecast is saying there's less than a 20% chance of another cut right now. Finally, the big news that everybody is looking at, the week ended with an announcement that tariffs on goods from China, Mexico, and Canada would begin on Saturday. While the White House claims these tariffs won't drive up inflation, markets reacted with concern and stocks ended lower to close out the week. An asterisk to that note that we'll be looking at more in our video next week is there's been some changes and developments in that and some pauses placed on the tariffs with Canada and Mexico right now. So we'll have more on that in our video next week. All of these developments suggest that we're in for an interesting year ahead. We're paying close attention to all of these situations and their potential impacts on the market and the economy. That's all we've got for this week. Like I said, we'll have more next week, especially on the tariffs, and we'll be back to bring all of that to you. In the meantime, if you have concerns and you want to take a look at your financial plan, be sure to reach out to us here at Trilogy. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can get notified of the latest content that we put out.